Hey there. So, welcome to part 0, I guess, of Hank the Hooker build. Kind of occurred to me in the first video. I didn't talk about what Hank is, where Hank came from, what he's made out of, yada yada yada. So, Hank is a 1952 Studebaker 2R16, so it'd be like a really long truck, but I think the cabs and everything are the same. But it's mounted on a 64 K20, Chevrolet K20 chassis. So it's 4x4s, divorce transfer case. It's got a PTO. The winch is driven by an engine-driven PTO. The engine is from like a early 80s, I think, 1980 to 85 or something like that. Camaro, just 350, nothing special, smog era, dish pistons, all of that. The fabrication work on it is absolutely horrendous. Oops. Good use of angle iron there. This is actually a load-bearing C-clamp, along with that one and that one. Check out the door handle. You can tell this was definitely a factory job here. That's a factory piece of wide flange. Look at that nice straight cut here. Yeah. This goes to nothing. And I have no idea what these were for. It's like 18 gauge sheet metal that would be holding a car up. I mean, this is primo job right here, guys. There's a ton of rust, as you can see, and then here and here. And this is actually the floorboard, and all of this is just sort of optional. But yeah, so this came from my friend Brandon. He had it, he bought it, wanted to turn it into a ramp truck, never did anything with it. He's like me and has too many projects, so yeah, he passed it on to me, and basically what I'm trying to do is just sort of sort out the things that are unsafe or just don't work. So things like the brakes. The brakes don't work at all. The master cylinder was completely locked up. Some of the fabrication stuff is pretty sketchy. A ton of seals need to be replaced. I changed the gear oil yesterday, and the front pinion seal is just dumping fluid. Things like this. This C-clamp is actually kind of sort of holding the bed together. There's two more over there. And stuff like that. It just needs to go. But the boom and the winch are, I think they're from like a tow truck from the 60s, and then they just sort of put the cab on much later. The tags, the last time it was run was, the last time it was registered was 1999. So she's been sitting for a little bit, but why am I sinking? Okay, sure. Apparently my chair broke. All of the bed stuff is going to get removed. Kind of the general idea for it is that I do have a utility bed, so I'm going to try and put that around the wrecker boom if I can. What else? The wheels are split rims, so they need to get going. I'm still kind of undecided about single or dual rear wheel in the back. They never had a dually. I'm sinking again. Weird. Whatever. They never had a dually in a K20 of this era that I know of, so I'm assuming it's just a single wheel axle that they just threw some dual wheels on. What else? Yeah, pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around a lot of the fab stuff and just clean up the welds if they need to be cleaned up, or wire brush. Kind of basically what they did was they cut everything with a cutting torch and then just stuck it on. There was no grinding, no dressing, didn't grind off slag or anything like that. So I might spend a lot of time with the grinder just trying to clean it up. But the intent with this is to make it a Gambler 500 recovery vehicle. So, if you guys are unfamiliar with the Gambler 500, participants are encouraged to spend less than $500 on their vehicle. And they break a lot because they're basically racing like Honda Civics and stuff around in the woods. So we thought, what better tow truck to pull them out of the woods than a completely unreliable, untested 68-year-old tow truck.